H Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks and sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is, what's the day? The day is Tuesday. Happy New Year, the first show of the year. Let me see who my first starting five. Y'all, let me tell you something. I'm gonna reflect a little bit today. I'm gonna talk about some things. Happy New Year. First show of the new year. Wow. Wow. Unbelievable. Uh got me thinking now. Y'all got me thinking now. Let me just shout out to my people on YouTube. We got Corey Willis, Jeremy Davis, Daryl Anderson, D. Holcomb, and who else we got over there? Jerry Jones. Um, let's see. Facebook, we got Chris Charles, Mindy Collins, Sonia Billings. Hey, Sonia. Chris Charles. I said Chris Charles, I'm sorry. Uh, Josephine Houston, is it? I see you, Eric. I see all of y'all. Uh, Let me make a quick text to somebody right quick. Uh, because I uh, I was going to shut the show down early and go to a high school basketball game, but something just made me change my mind. And uh, wait a minute. Something just made me just change my mind. I did. I did. I said no. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna stay here with y'all today because I kind of miss y'all a little bit. I haven't seen you um, in a few days. I cut this show short last week. It was short though, short and sweet. But it's Alfio on the show, and the reason I always talk Alfio because he's always talking about celebrating Kwanzaa, and somebody told me, well, Robert, Kwanzaa is a made up holiday. I said, yes, and so is Christmas, so is Valentine's Day, so is all of these. So they're made up holidays, and I get into more of that one time. We'll talk about that, but today on this Tuesday, January 2nd, 2024. Uh, and our Kwanzaa principle for the day. I'm gonna try to do them every day throughout the year. Today is the first time we celebrate what is it? Umoja on a Tuesday, and today is Emoja. It's called Unity, which means we are seeking to strive for and maintain unity within our family, community, and the nation, and the race, and the human race. Uh, we're going to attempt, we're going to seek and to strive for it. Uh, so it's just unique, man. I was thinking about something over the weekend. The college football national championship is set for next week in Houston, Michigan, undefeated. They beat Alabama yesterday in overtime, 27-20. And Washington beat Texas 37-31. So Alfio might not come on time. And today, because Texas, yeah, they got beat. They got beat by Washington. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I did not know this kid Michael Penix was this good. I did not. I just did. I just did not know Michael Penix. I heard about him. People was telling me about him, but y'all know how I am. I like to Robert Hatter. I like to put my eye on him, and I ain't gonna lie. I didn't watch him enough. I was busy watching Shador every Saturday. I think I got to tell you the truth. I was busy watching Shador every Saturday, and you don't have time to watch all the games, but I saw clips of Michael Penix, but I never got a chance to really watch him. Uh, really watch him get down. I seen highlights, but sometimes I like to look at the game. And but that young man showed me some stuff. This what I thought about it. I thought about it, man. I saw this movie. I forgot the name of this movie, but it made me think of what he was doing, man. To me, I thought about him. Both games went down to a final play of the game. Michigan, uh, Washington are the two undefeated teams, so they in the national championship. No SEC team in the national championship. Because that's one of the recruiting tools for they tell your son you're gonna have a chance to play for the national championship this year. Every year you're gonna have a net, but their ass ain't in there this year. I kind of love that. Uh, that's just me. That's just me. Y'all. If I'm talking about y'all favorite SEC teams, the Slave Economic Conference, okay, I'm cool. Yeah, y'all cool. Um, uh, Penix, you know, Michael Penix Jr. Um, is why we should all love the transfer portal. Some of y'all, I don't like the portal. I don't like my son ain't getting. Washington is not in this situation, ladies and gentlemen, without him being able to transform that program by him transferring in from Indiana. It laid the groundwork for his team to be in a position they are in right now. I think that it wants uh, that. I think this is what's making college football and college sports to me unique. I think. Just to me, because like I said, I think different. It almost have that NBA summer feel to it when you start talking about the windows that open up for the transfer portal, and it was exciting to see this dude ball out last night. Um, I saw him only miss about one throw last night. He had a touchdown. He missed that throw, overthrew him just a smidget, and he came back and threw another touchdown right after that. But y'all, let me tell you something, man. I really enjoyed them games last night. I really enjoyed Texas getting beat. He said he's still sick. I've talked about the Kwanzaa principle again today. I'm gonna go over them every day. Try to do it every day in the year. Monday through Friday, Monday through Thursday, when I can, Alfio. So, but I was just thinking about that, man. A kid got injured so many times. They got a great story out there. If anybody go and Google it, it's too long for me to play on the show. Great story about he just, he got man. One time he had both legs, knees messed up. Both. I mean, he was just see. When I saw the video, I ain't gonna lie, I had a little trauma. Happy New Year to people that coming in. Had a little trauma because you got to realize my son got hurt every year. So every time I think about him being hurt, every single year. Wait a minute, started senior year in high school, freshman year, sophomore year, junior year. Sophomore, junior year, senior year, every year. So I know that rehabbing process. My son just always had ankle injuries. He didn't have no surgery, but this kid had to go through all of those surgeries. Then he hurt his arm. Then he hurt his non-throwing arm. Then he hurt his throwing arm. I mean, it just and I know, uh, but I am just so curious, man, about this kid because I'm thinking about him. Uh, Last night, he shouted out one of his guys out of his hood, said free him, free what his name, Cooley, whatever. I'm gonna let y'all listen to it. Share the show, everybody. Let me see. Watch this.
That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not no quitter. I won't say I was gonna quit. It did get hard for me at times, but I had to lean on the ones that I love the most, man. But it means a lot, to be here. I'm super blessed, and I gotta thank the man above. I gotta thank God for everything that he's put me through to get to this point, man. It's been a blessing, and I've been enjoying the journey.
Congratulations, enjoy.
All right, thank you. Dade City, Tampa, Florida, we up. Hey, free Hooli. I remember you. I ain't forget about you, brother. Love y'all.
The free Hooli. Free as due, man. When I was thinking about him, the NFL decision makers who haven't seen him, a friend of mine told me, he said, Rob, you got to see him throw in person. And when he hit me, one of the scouts, he said, Rob, you got to see him throw in person. He said, they're going to get blown away when they go to Mobile for the Senior Bowl. Man, I'm thinking about just going down to the Senior Bowl. And just, as good as he looks on TV, y'all, and on tape, it's different when you see him on the field. I'll never forget, watching Warren Moon on TV and actually going and watching him in practice and actually going and watching him and being on the field and watching him throw the ball. Warren Moon, I'd have to say, had the prettiest ball that I've ever seen thrown. And that's just me. I ain't seen everybody up close like this. Okay, so a lot of people I've seen on TV. Hey, Gwen, how you doing, Miss Hardgrove? How you doing? But I've never, listen to me, y'all. Y'all got to hear me on this. Share the show. Warren Moon. If anybody had a chance to see him throw that ball in person, yeah, I've never seen, y'all, I was just sitting there just saying, the ball was just, I don't know. I mean, it's just, and the ball just sets right in your hand. I mean, I've never, and this little boy, wait a minute. Is it ironic that this young man went to Washington? And that's to say, I promise y'all, it just hit me just now. Michael Penix, it goes to Washington. Warren Moon went to Washington too. Warren Moon didn't get a chance to be in the NFL in the beginning. They trying to turn him into another position, so he left and went to Canada and was all world in Canada. Won about 4 or 5 Grey Cups. That's their Super Bowl, and just turned it up. Hey, Akila, how you doing? But Akila, I'm talking about this young man, Michael Penix Jr., who I saw last night, and I saw the way his ball was zipping off his hand, and the way he was hitting them guys in stride. I said, wow. So NFL decision makers, you don't know, all you people be trying to turn people into running backs and defensive backs. Y'all can't help it. I'm gonna talk about y'all today. Yeah. Hey, y'all need to share this show today, because I need y'all input, because I'm tired of being the one up here doing all the talking and nobody, and I want to hear what y'all got to say about this, because maybe y'all, especially women, maybe y'all got some opinion about this thing. So when I looked at him, he got so many appealing NFL qualities. See, ladies, I'm going to make you the smartest ladies in the nail shop this week. Y'all gonna be the smartest women and men in the barbershop. See, when anybody talk about you give them a check for accuracy. You give him a check for decision making. You give him a check for poise because he's always poise in the pocket. Mean he ain't getting rattled. He just moving around. He got pocket awareness. He knows when this guy over here, he'll get shipped out the way. He got the deep ball. He got the mobility. He got the leadership. He's a winner. Even at Indiana, he was a winner. Overcame adversity. Unflappable. These are the things that you say about Michael Penix Jr. Shout out to my man, Freight over in the United Arab Emirates over there, all the way over across that water. Hey, Demetria, how you doing? But Michael Penix is the biggest Heisman snub in college football history. Listen, I know about your little fella down there in LSU. See, that's y'all problem. Y'all always think if he play in the SEC, the Power 5, the SEC. What I'm about to say? What conference is Texas in right now? What conference? Texas is in a big conference, right? This boy shredded Texas people. Now, hold up. The coaching staff almost blew the game. Y'all, it almost blew the game. We wouldn't be talking about this story. The coaching staff almost blew the game for Michael Penix. I don't know what the hell they were doing. But the voters, check this out. Let me hear it. Big 12. There you go. The voters really chose. Y'all got to hear me on this. The voters really chose a quarterback on a 9-3 team over a 13-0 undefeated CFP team just because one happened to play in the SEC. The slave economic concerns, the slave economic conference to me. Go back and look at the history of the SEC. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I got time. I'm going to give you a breadcrumb. So I don't want you to just say, well, Robert said this. Go back and watch how the SEC was built. The slave economic conference to me. That's what I call it. Yeah, you don't have to call it that because some of y'all, my son goes there. My friend's son go there. I don't care. Some of my friends' sons go there. I don't care. I call it like it is. Let me see. Where am I? Yes, I heard about that. Happy New Year. What team do you think fits his style of play? It ain't no. I don't know. I'm not a NBA GM, an NFL GM. I don't know what fits his style of play. I don't know. The same team. He Patrick Mahomes. So what team fit Patrick Mahomes? Patrick Mahomes can play for any team. Would you agree? I think Michael Penix Jr. can play for any team. Okay, that's why. So I don't want. See, that's our problem. We want to talk like them white ass GMs. What style of play do you think he can play in? He can play. He's a football player. He can play anywhere. Don't y'all listen to these damn clowns on these mainstream TV so much, and y'all just listen. Y'all sound like them. And the reason I'm telling you, you're sounding like them in your words. When you're up here putting these comments up here, you're sounding just like them. What's better fit your style? Just curious to what you think. He can throw that thing. He can run that thing. He's smart. Hold. Here you go, Aaron. I got one for you. You might have just came on. Of my knowledge of the NFL for 30 years of being around this game, He has so many appealing NFL qualities. Check this out, Aaron. Aaron, you finna be the smartest dude in the barbershop. Watch it. Accuracy, check. Decision making, check. Poise, check. Pocket awareness, check. Deep ball, check. Mobility, check. Leadership, check. Winner, even at Indiana, check. Overcame adversity, check. Unflappable, check. He can play for any damn team. I just hope he go somewhere that he can be developed. I don't want him to go to places like Charlotte. I'll help you. Because they got Bryce Young. Everything I'm saying about Bryce Young, I've said about Bryce Young last year. And he went to the worst damn franchise you can ever go to. Got inept coaching, inept leadership, and an inept ass owner who just yesterday, in the confines of his suite, gonna throw a glass of drink or whatever on a fan right there down there. Yo, these players, when they go to these teams, they got to be developed. They're good, but they're not great yet. When they go to NFL, it's different. NFL means no fun league, not for long. So you got to go to the right place to be developed. The right place to be developed. Hey, Shaniqua, I know some dads, though, that paid a whole lot of money for quarterback lessons, and their kids still. They paid over $100,000 for quarterback lessons, and the kids still didn't make it. Still couldn't make it on a college basketball team. It ain't about no lessons. I'm going to let y'all know that. It's not about lessons. No. It ain't about lessons. It's about what's in there. It's about what's in there. Happy New Year, Janet. It's about what's in there. I know what you're saying, but I've seen over 30 years of in this business, mamas and daddies spent way more money than that. And the son still didn't pan out. So this kid been touched by the gods. He's been touched. And ain't nothing I've seen. You gotta understand, I've been in this business 30 years. I'm telling y'all, the way he's releasing and throwing that ball, it's like that little dude, that baseball player that came from Texas Tech that everybody didn't think. He just throwing all them yards in the Big 12. He ain't this, but he's a two-time MVP and what, 3 times Super Bowl champ. Talking about Patrick Mahomes. But they was talking about Patrick Mahomes. Oh, he's just throwing all of those yards at Texas Tech. He won't be able to do that in the NFL. Sometimes, y'all, God just come down. I know if you don't believe, I understand y'all don't believe, but sometimes somebody just come down and touch. Just touch. Michael Penix wasn't supposed to be here. The people at Tennessee pulled the scholarships. Man, no, man, he ain't good enough for us. You follow me? So, but then, and I'm watching this, because I said the voters who chose and it ain't, listen, it ain't Jaden Daniels' fault, but the voters really chose a quarterback with a 9-3 record over a quarterback on a 13-0 undefeated team, just because one of them played in the SEC. Penix just went to Jaden Daniels State and put up on a bigger show than Daniel could do at LSU. You follow me? This is why the Heisman Trophy should be awarded after bowl season. I know. And I might be wrong. You know, because Charles won. One of my clients won. Three of them are in the Hall of Fame. But one of them won the Heisman Trophy as a defensive player. That ain't ever happened. He's one of one. It ain't ever happened at all. But one time, that was him. Google it. Don't believe me. Google it. What Penix did last night is worth more than Jaden's entire season combined. Because I went back and watched Jaden's body of work. Penix used his post-game interview, check this out, to let his incarcerated friend know that he hasn't forgot about it. If I knew nothing else about this young man, if I knew nothing else about it, he said, man, I ain't forgot about you, Julio. Somebody told me this, wise man. He said, Robert, a good quarterback can hit a door from 30 yards away. This is going to be a good one. Y'all can keep this. Y'all can keep this. A good quarterback can hit a door from 30 yards away. A great quarterback can hit the doorknob. They said Michael Penix can hit the keyhole. I'm going to give that to you one more time. So y'all can understand. Derrick Johnson, what's up, baby? A good quarterback. I'm telling you, you're going to be the smartest lady at the nail shop. You're going to be sitting up there and people going to be talking about the game. You just tell them, he said, this is what Michael Penix Jr., this is what I heard about him. A good quarterback can hit a door from 30 yards away. A great quarterback can hit the doorknob from 30 yards. But Michael Penix Jr. can hit the keyhole from 30 yards away. That's the difference. Y'all, I have not, listen, I blame me because I watched every second of every game Shedeur Sanders played this year. So, Mike, I put you on the back burner. And I'm admitting it. I'm not like y'all said, well, I know. No. Michael Penix, I've been hearing about you. The pro scouts have been telling me about you. I've been keeping updates about you, but I couldn't sit down and watch the Pac-12 too much. I ain't going to tell you no lie. I just did. So, dude, you're a bad man. I can't wait to see you next week because you're going to be in our town and looking forward to meeting you. And I guess that's it. I want to talk about that. Got something else. What time is it? I got something else. Did I tell y'all about? Did I tell everybody on here know about my favorite restaurant and cigar bar in the whole wide world? Have I mentioned Cleopatra's? And right next door, Mimi's New Orleans Cafe and Oyster Bar. Did I mention that today? Watch this. Okay.
Someone had a birthday party at our restaurant next door, Mimi's New Orleans Cafe. They asked if they could smoke cigars on the patio. Told them yes, and they stayed a little late, and they said we don't have anything like this in this area. So we decided to pray on it, and collectively we decided to move forward. There's a need for it. This is this old part of Richmond. It's growing. The new courthouse is right there. The sheriffs come here. We get their full support. They just had a function here a couple weeks ago, and we get everybody's support, and we're just going to continue to grow with the community. We have baby grand piano. We have jazz trios. We have DJs.
Folks got a baby grand piano and a cigar bar. So what if we had someone with such eclectic taste that they can come in, you just smoke the cigar, and somebody, like me, who play a few tunes, I'll come in and just play a tune for you. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine? Oh, I didn't know that, Demetria. Shout out to Dylan Johnson. What his number and what position did he play? You got to understand, all I was thinking about is Michael Penix last night. That's all. I wasn't thinking about nobody. Wasn't nobody else on the field. I ain't going to even tell you all night. When Texas had the ball, I flicked it over and was, because it was a marathon of Vegas on last night. I don't know if y'all know. So I was going back and forth. Wait a minute, number 7? Whoa. Number 7 on defense or 7 on offense? Which one? 7 on defense or 7 on, that's my man that got hurt. Oh my God, no, Demetria. I didn't know that, girl. You got to make sure you call me after the show. Man, come on now. I did not know that was your son. Wow. See, y'all, I've been knowing that lady for probably about 25, 30 years. I did not know. She wasn't even born when I knew her. Wow. Unbelievable. Shut the show down. I don't want to talk about nothing else but Derrick John. But Dylan. I don't want to talk about nobody but Dylan right now. Dylan. Wow. Y'all have made my day. Girl, you'd have made my day. I did not know that. I'm just up here running my mouth about this team. Unbelievable. You know they should have took a knee right there. Demetria. You know they should have took a knee. He wouldn't have got hurt. I know he was looking, he was right, and he was saying, but he told the people, I won't be all right. But I know he was saying, damn, why did you take a knee? Let the quarterback run around a little bit and take a knee. Come on, coach. Dang it. That's all right, Derrick. Don't worry about it. Uncle Robert got you. Don't even worry about it. I got you now, Doc. Demetri, I did not know. I got him now. Everybody, if they didn't know about him, every scout in the whole NFL gonna know about him right now. Wow. Unbelievable. Y'all see, this is the kind of stuff this is why I love this show. Y'all. Because I wanted to talk about something. I was thinking about something yesterday. I was thinking about something. As all of us didn't like seeing him carted off after the game, but he was such a great teammate and happy for his guy. Absolutely. Oh, Dylan, you the man now. Dylan, tune in tomorrow, Dylan. My background right here gonna be Dylan, not Michael Penix. Penix, you cool, but you from Tampa. Dylan from right here, baby. My background tomorrow gonna be Dylan. Demetri, make sure you send me some good pictures. That's so I'm gonna put Dylan behind me tomorrow. It's Dylan Johnson Day. How about that? But I was thinking about something. Y'all follow me here. Y'all follow me. This is unbelievable. As folks lined up, me too, yesterday, to watch the HBCUs, historically sports plantation colleges and universities. Y'all gonna say, Robert, you better quit all of these acronyms. I'm gonna repeat it again. Y'all can use them. As folks lined up yesterday to watch, because the HBCU championship was played last week or the year before. Yeah, last week, a couple weeks ago. But as we lined up yesterday, to watch the HBCUs, historically sports plantation colleges and universities, vie for a national football championship. Yesterday's New York Times. Wait a minute. What was yesterday? Saturday. Yesterday's. I think yesterday's New York Times. I got to look at the date. remind us of what really good collectives that buy athlete employees. The number paid by University of Texas is an immense misprint. Let me see. I'm going to show y'all something. Can we just walk through something? Let me talk to my people, man. Let me talk. New York Times. Hold up. I don't want me to be locked out. Let me find my face. Hold on. Let me find my face. Hold up, y'all. Where my face at? Where my face at? Oh, there. Damn. Hold on. Let me move that out of the way. Move that over to the right. All right. So you can see me. This is what they saying. College powerhouse are built with tax-exempt cash from fan collectives. Okay? You got it? New York Times. Hold. Let me see. Now it'll disappear if I go. I got another one. Hold up. They was let me read some stuff. Where was it at? Let me read some stuff, y'all. That's why I got y'all here, because I want y'all to know. I want y'all to be the smartest people in. Hold up. I got this from in the late 2021. The once mighty Texas Longhorn has just finished a 5-7 football season, losing 6 straight games for the first time since 1956. We need bigger human beings, said Steve Sarkisian, the team's coach. That offseason, Texas found a new, or at least a newly legal way to recruit them with cash. A new tax-exempt charity called Horns with Heart, set up by the Texas football fans, startled the sports world by promising to pay every Longhorn offensive lineman a salary of $50,000 per year. Give me a drink. It's not about words. I'm reading the paper. Me growing up, the author said, I really didn't have money. So the $50,000, it was just amazing, said Cameron Williams, a 6'5", 365-pound lineman, the kind of a behemoth that even other linemen call huge. He had already committed to play for Oregon that year, but switched to Texas a week after the charity made its offer. The money was one of the reasons. It don't stop there. Hold on. See, that's why y'all got to start reading the New York Times sometime. Then they talked about it. Hold on. Let me make it big so y'all can see something. Let me see. Hold on. I knocked it off. And hell, I knocked it off. Put that back up there. Hold on. I'm trying to come down smooth. All that money in the world, Demetria, couldn't stop them from getting their ass whooped by Washington. No, now Washington pay good too now. Oh, Dylan done got his talk. Hey, listen, Washington pay good now. Hold up. They up there in Seattle, where Bill Gates them at. Washington pay well too. Now, don't get it wrong. But the mighty Texas, y'all, find that article, New York Times. I'm just giving you a breadcrumb. Go there, they just talk about all the stuff. And it's more. The collectives. But that still don't guarantee you'll win. Because everybody can buy everybody. No. No. Hold up. Stop. Look. Look. Mama. What this tell you, glad you said it, that the money has never been dirty. Don't call it dirt, because if it was dirty then, it's dirty now. So let's clear that up right now. Robert Hatter gonna always give you the truth. If it was dirty then, it's still dirty now. Just because they ain't getting in trouble for it no more. No, Demetria. So this should have always been happening. So the old money wasn't dirty money. So we can't call the way people were giving money back then. They know these players needed something. Poor ass players playing for free for these rich ass schools. We got to recondition our mind to understand it wasn't dirty money then. If it's not dirty money now. People was trying to, yes, I'm trying to get an advantage. These people ain't got no money. Here, man. You follow me? We got to get out of that mindset. It wasn't dirty money back then. Who made it dirty? Cause the NCAA, you know they are not an institution for anything sacred. The rottenest damn institution on the planet. And they say it's dirty. Why? Because they ain't getting it first. It was dirty money that they was getting and not giving the players nothing. And the Supreme Court, all somebody got to do. These lawsuits going to come through and they're going to take it to the Supreme Court. I told y'all this 3 years ago when they made that decision, when Chief Justice made that his opinion, and he left it open. What these colleges are doing, it just don't make no sense. It's not illegal. It's not. You can't sit up here and have people, talent, playing for no money at all, but a damn scholarship. And you're not paying them, and everybody around them getting paid. The coaches getting paid. Everybody but the player. You follow me? So I understand what you. Thank you for that comment, because that was a teachable moment. I don't want us to go around thinking that was dirty. Now, man, let me tell you something. Who said that the crook calling this dirty money? The NCAA was the crook. They were calling it dirty money. We ain't listening to the crook. No, they ain't trying to turn. Players are employees. Ain't nobody trying to turn these players into nothing. They're treated like, see. We ain't getting it yet. They ain't, these players are treated like employees. Man. Trey, what are you talking about? These players can't do nothing else. Boy, I love this subject. I didn't know we was going to get here. And the transfer portal is popping because of the NIL is just a drop in the bucket. Y'all, the NIL, because everybody ain't getting no NIL. Just the top guys getting it. And really and truly, the top guys supposed to get it. Because little Johnny who can't play that, listen to me. I'm gonna tell you how radical I am about it. I think guys like LeBron James and Stephon Curry and them guys who draw the economy to basketball, I think they should be getting paid the most and everybody else be getting minimal. That's how I think, because I watched the model over there in soccer. The top players get the bread. See, what's happening is we still got a model. Forget NIL. They shouldn't be able to police your name, image, and likeness anyway. That was dirty money there too. So, Shaniqua, I love it. I love y'all. I love it when smart women. See, hey, somehow I got some more smart women on this. Y'all see the women dominating the conversation. I just love it. And look at what they saying, guys. They ain't saying nothing stupid. Listen, I'm gonna sit here and talk about these comments these women make. They bring the fact. Absolutely. Shaniqua, imagine you own a business right now and you ain't got to pay for your players. You ain't got to pay nobody's cost. All you got to do is get them a little something, make sure they got a little something, make sure they got some books, and because your school is there, you getting that because your school owns the books and owns the classes and run the class. So you really getting that, at a very, very discounted rate. So imagine you ain't got to get them but a little something. You winning. That's what happened in slavery. You winning. You ain't even got to pay your laborers. Labor is, if in business, labor is your chief. If your chief, your chief cost, your chief, it's your key expenditure. Labor. So these guys ain't got to put out nothing for labor. And they've been doing it for years and years and years and years and years until somebody said, hell no, let's stop. Somebody said, no, son. No, son. They gonna always win. And the Supreme Court said that's not the sustainable model. So all you got to do, somebody got to sue in some suits at the lower court. When it goes to the Supreme Court, then NCAA has trouble. But now you got to tell your son now. Now, if you're an employee now, you got to prepare your sons and your daughters. If you're an employee now, your ass just can't show up anytime. Can't be late for practice. If you're an employee, they can fire your ass at any time. If you're an employee, they can cut your salary because you're going to be an at-will employee. You follow me? So it's some rules that goes under being an employee. Everybody that work, you can't just do everything unless your ass work for the city. Somebody told me the other, now I don't know about the city of Houston, but I talked to my people in Memphis. They said the city of Houston, city of Memphis, said, Robert, you got to damn near murder somebody to get fired from them. They don't fire you. I don't care what you do. So it's getting different. But thank you, Shaniqua and Demetria. But don't go nowhere. I hope you got time today. Tell a friend, tell your friends right now. Cause I got more now. I got more. I just get one. Think about this, y'all. Today, I planned on walking into this show, right? Giving y'all 30 minutes, getting the hell out of here and go watch a young man play high school basketball that I'm really, really fond of. And I said, no, this is the first show of the new year. I got to give it to you. Oh, you on the ride back to Houston. Oh, you okay? You was down there in New Orleans. You was there. Oh my God, a lot of my friends were down there. Okay, all right. Well, keep on. I got you. Stay. Keep it on. So what I did say about New Year's Eve, because I don't really have New Year's resolutions. I never had them, but saw something that I wanted to do. And there's two things I want to do this year. I want to grow more. And I want to love more. That's it. If I improve in those two areas, I think I'll be good. I just want to grow more and love more. Grow in all areas of my life, love in all areas of my life. Okay? I just threw that one in for free. So, I saw something. I went to see some high school basketball this weekend. I went to see St. John's versus uh, Second Baptist. And I'm really, really fond of those two teams because, Sebastian uh, is on one team. Williams Adams is on one team. And the Rafe Austin's son is on the other team. Reese Austin. Damian Haskell's son, Christian Haskell. Tina Thompson, Damon Jones' son, is on the team. So I enjoyed watching this. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching him. And Sebastian is on a team that he's got to be everything. Sebastian is one of the greatest players in Houston and one of the best players in Houston right now. You can't talk about top players if you don't mention his name. And but Second Baptist won the game. So I was just talking. Yeah, Sebastian is going to play. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's just the way he plays, y'all. It's being 30 years in this business, y'all, I've seen a lot of basketball. Tasha, please keep me every quarter abreast of what's happening in the game because I'm not going to be able to make it to the game. And I'm sick. But I was thinking about something. What are we trying to do? What are we trying to do? Summer basketball, high school basketball, parents, what are we trying to do? Because I've seen players starting on one of the best teams in the state transfer and leave the team and just transfer. Starting on one of the best teams in the whole state and just quit the team and transfer to another school. So I was asking people about it. And people said, well, his circle probably asked him to transfer. So y'all ask me something, and I want y'all input. Mamas, daddies, mamas of athletes, what would make your son starting on a great team? Tell me what would make you just transfer in the middle of the season over the holiday break. Somebody said, Robert, her circle. I said, He ain't that damn good to have a circle. And somebody said, Robert, everybody have a circle. You didn't hear me, Dimitri. One of the best teams in the state. I can guarantee you this coach ain't bad. I don't know about the clearance. I don't know if he gonna be able to play nowhere else. That ain't the issue. The issue is you're starting, but you're not the star of this team. But you're starting. But somebody told me everybody got a circle. Even the dude on the bench got a circle. I know you should have your parents and you can have your parents and y'all should talk about, but I'm talking about us. Is this what social media has done to us? And you parents, I'm not mad at you because I just want to understand it. Because I told you, somebody just put it back on the screen. A Power 5 conference coach told me, Robert Hatter, you can't tell these parents what to do. All these parents have a right to F up their kids' life, but he didn't say F up. Check this out. Hey, somebody was telling me, I played so-and-so in middle school. I was a star in middle school. Mamas and daddies, listen to me. Just because you was a star in middle school don't mean you're going to star in high school. Why he getting offers? Why he getting offers? All eggs don't hatch on the same day. What they say, run your own race. What's for him, not for you. Y'all problem is you watch these kids and y'all done played with them and all y'all done played on the same little old Junebug ass team. That's why I don't go watch that little Junebug basketball. Because I done seen it. Y'all got to understand, my son came through this system. I'm not sitting up here on a lofty perch like just telling y'all what to do. My son came through this same. But guess what? The unique thing about him, we had one voice. They know they can talk to his mama a million damn times. I had to say so. I don't care what nobody say. Because why? I groomed, didn't make him, I groomed my son to make proper decisions. Man, making proper decisions change your life. Decision-making ability. Y'all see all these bad decisions? Some of these pro athletes, they done got to the pinnacle where y'all kind of get y'all something and they make these crazy decisions that cost them their whole empire, their career, sometimes their lives and other people's lives. Bad decisions. Shaniqua said, it's these entitled parents raising entitled kids who think they're supposed to always be a star. Oh my goodness. Wait, Shanika, where you been? I don't want you to go back off a vacation. You stay here. Don't you please watch the Chop Shop every day. She said, these entitled parents. Hold on, let me put her back on the screen. Y'all got to put her back on the screen. Hold. It's these entitled parents raising entitled kids who think they're supposed to always be a star. Start on varsity as a freshman. Oh, this woman kidding. Coaches can't say nothing about. Oh, do y'all? I'm just gonna let Shaniqua talk. Shaniqua, you and Akila and Demetra, welcome to the Boom Boom Room. Y'all are official members. I got to give me some water on that one. Hold on. This generation of athletes has been ruined. Not all, but a lot of work. Did y'all hear what this woman's saying? All you scary ass dudes ain't saying it. Hey, Shaniqua. That's why I have Women Rock Wednesday on Wednesday. Make sure you be on Wednesday. Because the women say stuff, these guys, see, all these guys, they sitting there watching the show. They ain't pushing no buttons because they don't want people to know they on here. Right? They ain't gonna say nothing. Right? They scared. John Lucas might be mad at him. This AU team might be mad at him. I guess I'm the only free man because I don't care. Shaniqua said, these entitled parents raising entitled kids who think they're supposed to always be the star. Man, y'all just put some more batteries in my back. Cause yes, let me tell you something. Y'all just put some more back. Cause something y'all need to share the show. See, our problem is enough parents don't hear stuff like this. He said, pin it. That man told me to pin it. That man want me to pin it. Hold on, let me find it. Let me find it and pin it. Boy, see how I do what y'all said. But Otis, you know I love you, right? You know I like my guys. But man, I'm talking. Hey, man, these women. I just hold up, y'all. I'm trying to pin it for you. Hold on, let me try to pin it for you. Hold on. But Shaniqua, watch this. We grew up together. We've been on the same AAU team. But why Kentucky talking about him? They ain't talking about me. Because we grew up together. Let me see. Where that man? I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find it. Let me see. Where that man? Hold up, y'all. Shanika, I'm trying to find your thing so I can pin it. Because you ain't playing no games around these people. It won't let me get up there. That's all right. That's all right. I'll figure it out. So, where we go? And the reason I talk about stuff like this, y'all, I'll tell you, because we're going to get back to it. But I got to give you some stuff, because you got to realize Shaniqua and Demetri come on every now and then. But I was just thinking about something. See, one of the reasons, this is why I tell you to share the show. And it's important that you share the show. It's always in community. Robert Hatter is always in community with young people. If you notice, I'm always talking about the young people. It's young people. I'm always talking about the young people. Hold on. Shanika, I'm finna stop what I'm about to say, but I'm finna, because you done damn wrote a novel on me. Shanika, hold on. I mean, you got to give me 140 characters now. Hold up. She said, my son played JV freshman, junior year, by his choice because he wanted to play. Oh, I love him already. And get better. And was the offensive player of the year. Hold up. Let me see what look, Shanika. Hold on. Our player, his senior year, we cheered him just as loud, trusted the coaches who loved him. And when his time came, he shined. Wow. He knew he needed to get better. Hold on. And you do that by playing. My daughter is a different athlete. She's been a star from day one. It's like that sometimes. I'm so proud of both. Sneaker, where you been? I'm finna stop the show. Where you been? Got to bring you on the show. I got to bring you on the show. Did y'all see that? Hold on, let me see. Can I pin that? Let me see. Can I pin that? Let me see. Hold up, y'all. So I can't pin it on my phone. I had to be on my other thing. I got to be on something else. I can't pin it on my phone. Oh my God. I love it. 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 But Shaniqua, let me tell you some importance of this show so we can share stuff like that, right? But watch this. That's why I've always been in community with young people. You know, it's like some people say, no, I'm messing with you, girl. Keep on. Give me some more. And no, I'm messing with you. You got to understand. I need to know that. Oh, man. Okay. However, many of these parents hear what you're saying, but they believe their child is exempt from the process. We ain't going to go there yet. We ain't going to go there yet. But let me finish. I love it. I love the comments. I love it. Keep going. Share the show, though. So guess what? It's 1 million people should be watching this right now. 1 million. Because guess what? Everybody got a son. Everybody got a daughter. She got a daughter that's a star in her sport. And a son that wasn't. He had to work a little bit. He didn't get it the way the daughter did. And she loved them both. That's a heck. Shaniqua, we got to talk about that dynamic on the show. We got to talk about it. That's a unique dynamic. Because guess what? What if your son looking at your daughter crazy because she's a star? But you as a parent got to foster an environment where, man, you love your sister. Forget the sport she playing. You love and protect your sister. And sister, you love and protect your brother. Unbelievable. See, why y'all do me like this on the new year? See, I will be expecting this. See, once you give me something, I'm like a coach. Once I know you can do something, I expect more. When I got people like Demetria and Shaniqua talking today, I expect more from everybody on this feed. Watch this, Demetria. Shaniqua, watch, just watch me. That's why everything that I do, talk about this show, it's always been in a community with young people because it's hard to change made-up minds. Herb Baker. Robert Hatter knows it's hard to change made-up minds. Old crusty ass people. It's hard to change. I don't try to change y'all mind. Do y'all really know? I be wanting y'all to give this information to your kids. I don't try to change your mind. I try to inspire you to help your kids. Quit asking all these damn questions, Jeremy Johnson. Don't worry about that. I got you. You know what? That's a bet. That's a bet, Shaniqua. You and Tasha on the show at the same time. I got you. Hold up. 2 moms, similar situations. See there. What's this day? January the 2nd, 2024. I love it. Demetri, you too? I got all y'all. But hold on. Watch this now. See, and the reason I always talk about young people and help young people, this show platform is about young people. I know these grown folks think it's about them. They come on here, they get drunk, they get them some wine. I don't mind it. They want to come and tell me, well, Robert, I got my opinion. I understand, but make sure your opinions are based on facts. Just make sure your opinion is based on fact. You just can't come in here. I got my opinion and you're dead damn wrong about something you perceived, but it's not true. No, Jeremy, don't be asking about who know what nobody play. She don't need no, hey, she's a star already. She don't need no more cheerleader. Jeremy trying to know who the, she don't need no, she already out of school. She already out of school. Okay. Quit worrying about it. Quit worrying about it. Her daughter. But let me go back. Let me go back. And the reason I'm glad on this day, this new year, with young people, and the reason I always talk about them, because there's always possibilities. And I'm always tapping into my 12-year-old self. I wish I knew what I've been giving y'all over the last 3 or 4 years. I wish I knew this at 12 years old. I wish my mama and my dad and my brothers knew to give me this at 12 years old. I want to tap into my 10-year-old self. I remember me at 12 years old. I wasn't thinking like this. What if I had this information? Y'all think I tell y'all to share the show for me? No, boo-boo. For these babies. It's our next generation. We have to have a space for young people. Look at Dimitri. Dimitri, hey, we go way back. That's all I can tell y'all right there. Great woman, great mother, great wife, great everything. One of the greatest women ever met in my life. Right there. I didn't know she was going to be on this show today. But watch this. Watch this now. We have to inspire imagination. See, with all these devices that we put in front of our young people, I wish y'all, if anybody know my daughter, call and tell her what I told her. Don't put no device in front of my grandson all the time. You cuddle your butt up and read him a book. Go analog instead of digital all the damn time. See, Shaniqua, you just had to go tell it. The man gonna be stalking your daughter. You. They gonna be stalking her. Damn, you going to Vanderbilt? Oh, I love this psychic. Thank you, Shaniqua. I needed that. Okay, we ain't worried about him. I got security. Hold up. Volleyball track athlete, St. John's High School, but would be on full scholarship at Vanderbilt. Watch this. Watch this, y'all. See, they not creating. When they watching these devices all the time, they're not creating. They watching somebody else's creation, Bill Gates' creation, Stephen Jobs' creation. They're not creating when we always got them with these devices. We need more creatives. That's the way I talk to these kids, the basketball players. I'm teaching them how to create. I sent a young fella a video the other day. Guess what I asked him? What did you see in this video? We weren't talking about no highlight. I said, what do you see in this video? He said, I watched the way he was using his body to shield off his defender. And I said, you know what that's called? He said, no. I said, that called, the higher levels you go, that's called putting your defender in jail, especially if you're a point guard, any player. Right? Y'all watch me. Y'all watch me. Y'all watch me. But watch this. We need more creatives, y'all. We need people who can imagine like Octavia Butler. worlds that don't exist. If you don't know who Octavia Butler, I did know too until I started taking. The pandemic made me know who she is because I started studying. I started taking classes. Great scientist, great mind. She was helping create worlds that didn't exist. This is how the worlds come into play, y'all. Out of our imagination. Whatever we want to come out of this community, it can come out of our imagination. Whatever, I'm going to repeat it, whatever we want in this community, summer basketball, grassroots basketball, it can come out of our imagination. We got to get rid of these old ass heads who've been doing this shit wrong for 100 years because they had no guidance like this. We need new blood. We need new leadership. We need new everything that we need. Because I'm trying to pour you a clean glass of water, and y'all been used to drinking this dirty ass glass of water. So when I come and tell you something, you're looking me upside my head. I had on that, you know, and I know them. The jig is up, man. The jig is up. But watch this. What can we do to put our resources together to have a safe landing space for our young people? That's why I do what I do. That's why I volunteer my time. Because somebody gonna get this. I know they're getting it because I'm getting the emails. Shaniqua, Demetria, it's some people have started business by listening to stuff that we've said on this show and got thriving businesses. But I told them, we got to get our kids off of this stuff because what? There are some young Chris Walkers out there. There's some young Robert Hatters. There's some young Jim Hicks. There are some young Marcus Carrolls out there. There are some young Mate Coras out there. There are some young Shaniquas and there's some young kids out there, but they have waiting to have conversations about things they know. That's why I've been, y'all, 7 years. I never thought I'd be doing this for 7 years. I came on as a guest and now I own the show. Do you hear me? See, what I learned that everything that's old is new again. I know we in this digital age, but out of it will come an analog generation. Kids are being tired of being in front of a computer. They want to do something. There's going to be a tipping point. Telling y'all, remember that. That's why I'm building this groundwork. We got, we got parents that they don't understand. They come on the show and watch the show for 4 years. Then when their son graduates, they stop supporting the show. I'm gonna do something else. But somebody had to be there for it to be here for your ass to get all this information. So you got to pay it back. I can already see it coming. Because technology, y'all, is not that reliable. I don't know about y'all. Teslas are doing the things that they not designed. They're just coming on at the wrong time. They're just popping up. They're just doing stuff. The batteries are messing up and blowing up. But can I help you? In case you didn't know, Tesla was never about cars. Much of this was about cornering the market on the minerals that make the batteries. You feel me? See, on this show, Jimmy, Chris, and I, we on a journey, man. And I'm not stopping. And anybody that gets in the way gonna get ran over. Y'all already know I don't play. When you come on here playing around and all that old goofy ass stuff, when I got brilliant women coming up here talking about stuff that's pertaining to our community and y'all want to talk, yes, we can have fun. We can talk about some crazy stuff. But sometimes, as a child, I spoke as a child. But when I became a man, I put away those childish things. Either you come ready to build or get the hell out of the way. Can't even share the show. Text tag 5 of the people who last called you and said, hey man, you need to be watching this show. Either come ready to build. I just get the hell out of the way. You're going to get ran over because we got things to do. We got things to do, man. Culture and community. Community is a prerequisite for culture. But culture becomes the grounding for the community. Being together doesn't guarantee it doesn't guarantee we're going to make progress just being together. We got to build some culture together. We just can't be together. I never forget. I watched during the pandemic when people had to be with their wives, the domestic violence went up. People had to be with their husbands. Domestic violence. They said, "Damn, I don't know this dude. He used to be gone. Now as domestic violence skyrocketed." And last year, 2003, it went down when you got out the house again. So all the way coming together on all the time mean you're going to make progress. You got to build some culture within that coming together. You follow me? We can't do this, y'all. I can't do this. Jimmy can't do this. Chris can't do. We can't do this as individuals. It's just simply not possible. You know, we got to do this together. We can't do this I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I know some lonely ass rich people who have made the mountaintops of their profession. Lonely as they can't trust nobody. You feel me? They can't trust nobody. I can't find this person to trust. I don't know if they want me for this money. See, let me help y'all. Then I'm gonna give y'all some sports. Hold on. Let me help y'all. The connections that we should have with one another walking through the airport and we all got our Chop Shop gear on. Everybody. When we start reissuing and distributing Chop Shop gear, everybody should have it. The connections we have. There should be a warm greeting when you see somebody in the airport with a Chop Shop hoodie because you know you're on a journey and a path together. Like we see with the HBCUs, when you see they got their different gear, you know, like the AKAs, and I know somebody gonna laugh, but the Alphas, the Qs, the Deltas, the Zetas. You know what it is when you see someone wearing your colors. And it's not the Crips and the Bloods. And I'm not going to disparage the Crips and the Bloods. Even that was born out of a sense of need for connection and community and guidance. Now we have so many resources to do it in a way that builds the community and not tear down. And we're tearing down this summer basketball community. It's terrible. High school basketball, kids just I'm on a winning team. I'm starting on a winning team. And I'm just finna leave and go and play on and go to another high school. We got all these resources. They didn't have this show back when my son was coming out. I didn't have this resources. Y'all do, and your friends have the opportunity if you share it and tell them. Because I'm here for it. People should see you in your Chop Shop shirt, in your hoodie, and it should be some connection there. Sometimes, y'all, I don't know. I didn't know this thing was going to morph into this. Sometimes, y'all, this show almost said, we almost walked away from it after we got off the radio station and then realized we can reach more people off the radio station. Like I said, I'm here for it. People should see you. Like I said, sometimes, like I said, sometimes things just line up. I would have never thought I'd be doing this after 7 years. When I first walked in that studio 7 years ago, nervous than a hook in church. I said nervous. Because I know Chris Walker was going to say something crazy to try to get me in a Humpty Dumpty type of situation. You follow me? This show just happened. It's like divine order. Y'all, we had an opera. We went off the air for a little while. When Chris Walker left, it was a transition. But I always keep thinking about that lady who said, called that station and said, I'm about to go into my chemotherapy. And I listen to you every day. You're the best, y'all the best 120 minutes of my day. I'll never forget it. It rings in my head. Every time I say, man, I'm too tired to do this. That pop up. The lady who emailed me saying, thank you for helping save my son's life. And I said, what did I say? She said, I'm not going to talk about it, but my family, thank you. We appreciate you. Don't y'all know I want to know what I said? Because I want to be able to say it again. I don't know what I said. She would never reply to me. Maybe they were going through some stuff. It's divine order. And people who have made a connection through this show. So a lot of y'all have made connections through this show. The threads are so interwoven, it's crazy. Demetri, that's all right. You can come back and go back and get it later. That's what I love about this technology. But I'm going to take a quick break. Then I'm going to get back to something else. How much? Yeah, I got a little time. Hold up. Hold up, y'all. Let me see what I got. Let me see. Hold up. Let me see. Hold up. Let me see something right quick. SolomonandBryant.com, the best wine in the business. Man, I'm just so proud to know some people was watching this show and said, look, I guess something I said, something Jimmy said. made them go out and say, hey, I'm going to start a wine company. A wine company. Bobby Benjamin on there. I don't see him. I don't see him on there. But it's weird, man. Let me go to my next. You know, I got. Let me tell you something. Y'all got to understand. I got subject for days. Because I got to get back to something. Because my word of the day is this lady. And I don't think I got it. I don't think I put it because I really didn't even, I was kind of mad about it. But this lady came on and said Lamar Jackson wasn't quarterbacky enough for me for him to be an MVP. I want Christian McCaffrey to be the MVP because he's not quarterbacky for me. Then this owner, a lot of these owners passed on Lamar Jackson. Y'all remember Lamar Jackson had the crazy. I'm gonna talk about him in a minute. I got to talk about it, but I want to hit one more thing about parents in this basketball community. Okay, before I get there, we're gonna talk about it. The casual fan, delusional parent, and new age trainers out there. Y'all have no idea how physical, high level basketball really is. See, I can't believe, and I know people got things to do, but with all the colleges that we got in this city, your son got to go and watch these dudes because it's a great chance that would be, as a freshman, it would be hard for your son to get off the bench and play for any of these schools in the city. Rice, U of H, TSU, Prairie View, St. Thomas. Y'all have no idea how physical this game is. So when you got this little skinny, little narrow ass kid always talking about, man, I ain't lifting no weights. It might mess up my shot. You better tell your little ass. You better get in that weight room, bro. I'm trying to look at something. I'm telling you. I'm just telling you. And I'm looking. I'm looking. I'm watching this. And I'm watching the owner, Dave Tepper. He's sitting in the owner's box, the owner of the Carolina Panthers. Got his cup. You can shut the door, to shut the window of the suite, or you can leave it open. He leave it open. I guess they lost again, and he poured some a cup. I don't think I've saved it. I didn't put it up on the screen. I don't think. But I thought it was horrible because I didn't want to play it. I didn't want to play that image again. It's an owner, a spoiled, rotten ass owner who mad because his team getting their ass whooped. And then, ladies and gentlemen, in the coming few days, I got some more information about that said owner. They should have never, ever, just because he had some money, they let his fat ass in, they let him in. They should have never let that man in and buy that team. But they had a damn fool. He had to buy the team from. They had to get him out of there. So they replaced it with another fool. So, but this same owner could have had Lamar Jackson. This owner could have had the number one pick next year. This same owner. Or he could have tried to acquire MVP Lamar Jackson. Instead, he traded 2 first-round picks and DJ Moore to draft Bryce Young. Now they sit 2-14, now 2-15 now, 2-15 after firing his hand-picked coach. This the ineptitude. This, so Aaron Wilford, I would want Michael Penix. I would want every black quarterback. I know you can't control where you get drafted, but I just hope they go to an organization that's not as stupid and crazily run like the Chicago. All you got to do is look at the losing teams. The losing teams. Go and go. Do me a favor. Go. We ain't got time. Go look at the losing teams and go tell me about the GM, the owner, and the coaches. I'll tell you something about it. We can have a conversation about that. Got another thing I want to ask y'all. Somebody give it to me right now. Herb, I got a few people on there. Somebody asked me this, and I couldn't give it to them. So I'm going to get it from y'all. Then I'm going to go back and use y'all stuff. Like y'all go back and use my stuff, I'm going to go back and use y'all stuff, okay? The information y'all give me, okay? Who are the top 5 players in the greater Houston area, regardless of class? Who? Y'all give it to me. Hola. Somebody talk to me. I know y'all typing. Greater Houston area. Give me your top 5 players, regardless of class. Share the show. Boy, is anybody going to answer it? Just give it to me. I want that. And I'm going to be looking on the board for it, but then I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back after this. I'm going to come back after. I saw a guy was just saying how we are becoming drunk. I'm about athletes, the Draymond Green and then, all of these athletes now got their own podcast and got their own way to talk and got their own. But are we becoming drunk off the power to write our own narratives? Are we becoming drunk? I'll never. Let me know. I just thought about it. Are we becoming drunk? Want to write our own narrative, our own opinions. And another thing, you fans, I never get why fans, and maybe y'all help me, I never get why fans side with ownership and labor disputes between the players and the teams in the league. I get it that you don't relate to the millionaire, but what do you get out of siding with a billionaire? Boy, when I ask questions, I can't get nobody to say nothing. God dang it. Thank you, Herb. Regardless of class. Chris McDermott, Jared Harris, Robin Miller. Boy, I like them 5. Shit. Can't argue with them 5. I'll take them 5. Can't argue with them five. I like them five. Hold up, Herb. I got to keep that one cause I'm gonna use that in my argument. Okay, hold on. I gotta take a picture. That's a great question. Everyone wants to have their own truths and want to be correct. Shaniqua, you got to get your own five. That man got his own five. You get your five. Sheldon ain't in that one. Give me your five, Shaniqua, since you talking about don't forget about Sheldon. Who you gonna take out of that? I don't see nobody. Shaniqua, who you gonna take out of that? See, y'all finna crank something up. Who you gonna take out of that? See, to Shaniqua, in order to get Sheldon in, you gotta take somebody out. I'll wait. I got it. See, okay. I like that. See, fellas, look how she came back at me. She didn't get back. She just said, look, I'm not well versed enough in high school basketball anymore since my son graduated. Wait a minute. Shaniqua. Is this Shaniqua? Do your son play for HBCU? I think. Give me a quick yes or no. Come on with it. He said that's a great call. Everybody wants their own truth. Okay, I got you, Joe Lewis. You're right. Shaniqua, talk to me now. I know y'all got a little delay. What you got? Talk to me. Shaniqua. Don't leave me out. He did decide to give it up. He's at Howard now. Okay, which HBU? Because I called a game and he was playing. Now I know who I'm talking to now. First, I didn't know who I was talking to, Shaniqua. But Shaniqua, I called again because I called the radio. I'm on the radio broadcast for TSU, and I was at some school, and he came up to me and said, "What's up, Mister?" It just blew me away. I didn't know he played for some. Oh, was she? Damn, I really know you then. Rashid Suleiman. That's a whole nother. Listen, I can tell you a whole a show about Rashid Suleiman. Rashid Suleiman was one of we changed the landscape of summer basketball messing around with Rashid Suleiman on our team. But let me keep going. All right, so Jimmy, I asked a question. I said, regardless of class, because somebody asked me, somebody going, Robert, regardless of class, who are your top 5 basketball players in the Greater Houston area? And Jimmy, I ain't gonna tell you no lie, they stumped me. Because Herb 5 is what I would have said, but Herb, he called me on the spot. So this is Herb 5. And let me put that Herb 5 back up there. Put Herb 5 back up there. Cause I like that 5, Herb. Herb, you can't lose with that 5, Herb. But Herb, keep going. My other nephew, just coming back. Okay, I got you. Jimmy, who is the top 5? Jimmy, I don't need you. I don't need you. You can just police it. But Jimmy, what I don't see, Herb don't know. I'm gonna use it because I'm finna go back and I'm gonna use that 5 for my. I'm telling y'all, just like y'all be taking my information and going back. Unlike y'all, I'm gonna give y'all the credit. Y'all go use Chris Walker go use stuff I tell him say on the show and go in there and tell me I ain't gonna never use. But you know what? I met somebody the other day I really liked. I told him a saying. I had a saying for him. He said, you know what? I'm gonna use that. He said, now I'm gonna tell you now. Now the first time I'm gonna give you the credit. Then the second time, I'm going to give me the credit. Then the third time, I'm going to say God gave it to me. He told me. But ain't nobody said nothing about no best score. Rick Brown. Rick Brown. Rick Brown, just follow the script, man. I said, regardless of class, who are the top 5 players? Somebody asked me, and I like Hurts, regardless of class. Who are the top 5? I like Hurts, regardless of class. Doug, I'll take it from Doug. Doug, regardless of class, give me your top 5. If that hurts you in what you're doing, Doug, you don't have to ask the question. Because I know y'all getting out of rankings here soon. But Doug, if you can just give me a quick, regardless of class, who you think now, if that's gonna hurt if that's gonna hurt your Doug Dozens or anything else, don't give it. This coming from me. Because guess what? I ain't got no Doug Dozens and I ain't got no tournament for none of them to come to. So I can talk like this. So Herb Baker just put a great 5 up there. And I totally agree with that 5. And then somebody came in.
Are those supposed to be in order?
No, he didn't put it in order.
Well, that's where we got this. Well, okay,
no, I just asked him for the.
No, that's a valuable question because are they supposed to be in order?
No. I asked for the. No, I didn't ask order. I didn't. That means
we gotta let people know the disclaimer.
Okay, I said who are the top 5 players regardless of class. Just give me your top 5. That's all I asked for. I didn't say 1 through 3 or nothing. I just said give me 5. Herb gave me 5. Now this might have been Herb's order. It might have been Herb's, but it wasn't my intent.
Because here's the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, if a person they just logging on and they can see, and anybody that's an opinion. So it's not like everybody has an opinion and everybody has eyes. But my thing start from the bottom up.
Mm-hmm.
John Clark team has a losing record right now.
Okay.
Right now. His high school team has a losing record right now.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally,
mm-hmm.
I don't reward losing records. I understand big man gonna be the last one to get the ball, but at the same time, if you are the tallest person on the floor, and your team has a losing record, that means some of the other team's starters may be sitting during the closing moments. That means you should be leading the area in rebounds or block shots or near the top of the chain. Sebastian Williams Adams is higher on the chain right now than John Clark. John Clark may be more of a better prospect. For certain, that's a different thing. Because I was listening carefully to what you said. You say who the best 5 players?
Who the top 5? I said the top 5.
What you said. You didn't say prospects.
No, I said top 5. Yeah, I said top 5 players.
Top 5 players.
I didn't say prospects. I still put John Clark in there, even if he loses. Me personally. That's me.
I said his name does not go before Sebastian Williams Adams.
Oh, but you talking about in the rankings, right? Okay, yeah. I got you. Okay.
That list can't be in alphabetical order because J goes before Oral.
Okay. But now Herb just put that up there. So guess what? Doug put one up there. Hold up. This one, Doug put one up there. Let me put Doug's up there. Hold up. Shit. Hold up. I like this. Look what I got Doug.
Yeah, and that's and I
Doug,
like.
I guess Doug numbering his
right now. That's exactly. That means now you're standing on business.
But Jim,
like the young folks.
Hey, Herb Baker, I don't want the rest of them, man. I just want the top 5, man.
Yeah, we ain't asking about. Don't try to make.
I ain't asking about all of that.
This city, we for too long, we've settled to try to expand our list. Remember, I used to only have a top 25. And then more people. Hey man, I got this guy good, so I expanded my rankings to top 50.
Okay.
That didn't satisfy people. I had to go to a top 70, then a top 80, then a top 100. Why do you think that? Think about it. That's to appease and satisfy and don't want to hurt other people's feelings. The wider the rankings are, because when you get past a certain number. The rest of that stuff is throwing paint against the wall. But back to this list. And I like Doug's list. Understand,
I
best
like old
players.
Douglas.
And when you guys get into these conversations, and I strongly encourage you to ask the person, do they mean best player or best prospect? Because if you're saying a best prospect,
Hold on, Jimmy. I asked him that, right?
yeah.
Then he didn't finish the conversation. He didn't text me back no more after I asked that. He said, damn, he asked you 2 minutes. Yeah.
Because you're trying to clarify. Because here's what happens. Here's what happens. Especially those text messages.
Yeah.
A person will take your screenshot
Yeah.
and use it for their personal advantage whenever they deem necessary, or against your ass later on in life.
But guess what, though?
Happens.
Guess what,
So
Jimmy? That's why I didn't text nothing back. Because I said, I really had to think about it, though. I really had to think about it.
See, so why since for the sake of this conversation,
okay,
you guys understand there is a big ass difference. Here's why. Truth be told, prospects, there's no 5 prospects list that's going to be put out of Houston if Trent Burns ain't on the prospect list. He's a top 5 prospect. But right now, he's not a top 5. He's 7'2", can hit 3-pointers here and there.
Prospect for what? Prospect for what?
For prospect for what the NBA is looking for in those guys.
Oh, NBA prospect.
He's a top 5 prospect for them.
Okay, I like that. Okay.
But we all know in Houston, because we saw so much of him, what he is and what he ain't. So therefore, that all applies. But for those people who only get to see him once a year, and they catch him on the right day, they're like, ooh, what? Wow. So that's back to
okay.
Productivity. Let's look at Doug Jones' list.
Okay.
Doug Jones, Sebastian Williams Adams has rose to every single test that's been placed before him right now. Right, starting with the middle of the summer with JL3 when they went and they advanced in the EYB with their 16U team, and then they went over to Memphis and ran the table. But understand that Memphis event had the College Basketball Academy. It wasn't the baddest tournament in the country, but for whatever the cards that were dealt, they had a few sneaker teams there. Don't get it twisted. There was a few from different sneaker brands that were present. Maybe it wasn't the best, but he was the shining star of that sky on that particular weekend. Then he proceeded to lead a team. Understand something. Not many kids in today's society would take it upon them, would invest in themselves to remain at a program like St. John's High School.
Wow, that's a good
Understand something.
That's a good
point. A lot of you guys, because you're being sold the notion, man, you can come play at this Nike program here. We got a deal. We're going to be at ESPN every week. You can come on here, man. You can lead them. You got to do too much work. Or they got you playing out of position. That's what they use on so many guys nowadays. He opted to stay there. And my sale to the parent, and I had one conversation with his parents about this. I can't tell you, baby, where to go. It's been fun watching him, but at the same time, Justice Winslow was in the same situation that your son was in 10 years ago. He was in the same situation that your son was in.
Same situation. USA basketball, everything.
Same situation in the 10th grade. And know what Justice Winslow did? Went out there and put 43 points on Jack Yates' ass at Barnett Fieldhouse. He kept rising. And everywhere he went, he made people remember who he was.
Absolutely.
Your son is in the 11th grade now. He has a chance to eclipse and surpass what Justice Winslow. And Justice Winslow, understand, he didn't go and make Justice Winslow got a check. He made it to the NBA. He got injuries. He didn't recover. Good. Hey, life is good for him. You have a chance to surpass that. So this is why I like him, this young man, so much. I like his family because of the fact that he gets family support. He
Yeah.
doesn't whine about anything.
Sure
He
wrong.
appears to be a great teammate, whether it be
Ye-
scholastic or non-scholastic.
Yes. Yes.
And how do you know? You and me both have watched him play. When we
Yes.
want, we to ourselves, we cussing out every player on the court for not getting him the ball when you knew he was warm, he was in the groove. What the hell is wrong with this look?
Let me tell you what opposing coaches. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what opposing coaches say about this kid. Man, we got to go play against that monster tonight. I don't know who else they saying that about, Jimmy. Opposing coaches called me and said, man, I said, who you got? Man, we got that monster tonight. I said, wow. Wow. But that's a great observation, Jimmy, man. I tell you, he is, I mean, I watch him even in defeat, Jimmy. He got beat the other day, but he was still the best player by far. If you came from Mars and ain't never seen a basketball game, and you watch him run up and down the floor 3 times, you know ain't nobody like him. So that's a unique one at number 1, Doug, and I have to agree with you on that one. But keep going.
I mean, but at the same time, I would give the number one,
Mm-hmm.
me personally, I would give it to Chris McDermott,
Mm-hmm.
based on the fact that Chris McDermott has had a lot of fair share of tests.
Oh my goodness, my goodness.
Chris McDermott also started off with Robert Miller, which is not an easy task. He just got the fortunate and got the unfortunate end of the stick against Robert Miller, who fouled out in the season opener. But Chris McDermott, out of respect and out of productivity,
is him.
Is number one. And Chris McDermott, by the way, guys, he just went to Arkansas
and ran the table down there, didn't he?
People in Arkansas, they thought they saw the next coming or something. It was like, like this kid is some sleeper down here because he isn't signed. That's what I'm saying. They don't understand the dynamics. Why he ain't? People calling me all week. Why he ain't signed? What's going on, man? Listen, go to rcsports.com, get you a VIP news subscription. Type his name, type his name in the search box, and you'll get to understand everything what's going on with Chris McDermott. Period. Right. I ain't got time to sit there because now what you're doing is you're making it seem like something is wrong. Everybody makes decisions. You're only as good as your options. I promise you, Chris McDermott has plenty of options. Not plenty at the level that he is striving for, but he has plenty of Division I offers right now, especially after.
He good. Yeah.
So it's a different, distinct situation that probably needs an asterisk to it. It's not your ordinary unsigned senior.
Right.
Chris McDermott, he's been another kid, stand-up cat, great teammate. I have never seen him fuss at a teammate before. I mean, for real, I've never seen him fuss at a teammate.
Right. That's a good point.
And it's that's like you look at these kids, those are signs that I look for that can translate over. They don't get it twisted. There'll come a time when you need to probably in practice or in the locker room at a certain portion before, after the game, you grab a kid by the jersey and throw him against the wall, do what you got to do. But in the public eye, he's been
man. Sebastian the same way.
Huh? Sebastian the same way. And the thing about it is that a kid like I remember, I really compare. That's what I do. And we made the mistake in the past and years past, and I catch guys say it all the time. And I had one guy this other day, and I'm reminding him, can you please refrain from comparing the kids to the NBA names? Compare them to a high school version of somebody that you knew in high school that was a star. It could be an NBA guy, but let's compare him to the high school version of that. Like when I made the comparison about Nas Price to De'Aaron Fox earlier in the year. When we were talking about that conversation about he's a 10th grader at Seven Lakes High School. I say that I compared him to the 10th grade version of De'Aaron Fox because of what he had scored 40 points or something like that. And De'Aaron Fox scored 52 in the win over Nimitz in overtime at the Campbell Center when he was in the 9th grade or so. But now try to compare these kids. If you're going to do so, let's do more justice, because that way they can visualize just how good some of these guys were that came before them. Compare them to a high school version of any name that you think is more similar.
That's
Let's
fair.
not go and see, because a kid, Trent Burns, may be 7 foot. Man, he Kevin Durant. No. Is he Kevin Durant in the 12th grade? Well, let's not compare him to Kevin Durant. Compare that to somebody else that's more valuable. That's too much leeway on the bet. So so I wanted to say, I was comparing Sebastian Williams Adams. The reason I brought that topic up to a 11th grade version of Justice Winslow. Not Justice Winslow, the pro.
Gotcha.
Not Justice Winslow, the guy who won the NCAA title with Duke. Justice Winslow in the 11th grade at St. John's High School was in a very similar situation, whereas you had maybe one other Division I player that ever suited up alongside you at your high school. And Sebastian has one, without a doubt. They got a 9th grade over there, had a number 32 named Malachi Booker.
I saw him.
The body is already there. He has that body that's similar to to Sheldon Henderson already in the 9th grade. So he keeps getting better. The position will form. He kind of reminds me of a Joey Brooks in the 9th grade. Remember Joey Brooks from Spake Jesuit? That's what Malachi Booker reminds me of coming along. So you compare him to old high school guys. It makes the conversation easier to debate on, because when you put a kid in the middle, that means expectations are for him to one day fulfill that NBA guy that you're comparing him to, and that ain't fair, because we had a lot of high school guys come through here that it just didn't pan out for them. It just didn't pan out for them. So that way now you can see, okay, is he better than this dude? Like a little guard that come around, you say Jared Harris. I would compare Jared Harris, just say, to a high school version of Rashid Suleiman. They both were long,
Jared Harris ain't, Jimmy, that ain't a good comp.
Okay, well, give me one. Okay, what you
Rashid used to shoot the piss out the ball.
I know what I'm saying, but first of all, your frame got to resemble.
Oh, you're talking about the frame, okay?
Your frame and the game, So who would be a Jared Harrison frame/game in high school? That makes it more fun.
That's a good one. I haven't seen nobody like him.
Who would be a Chris McDermott? I'm going to give you one for Chris
McDermott. I ain't seen nobody like Chris McDermott.
I will have to go way back.
I ain't seen nothing like that.
Chris McDermott would be maybe a Tim Moore from Milby High School.
Tim was doing it like that?
Yeah. Tim had a little bit more explosiveness than Chris McDermott. But and Herb, you factor in. That makes it more fun, because now it will encourage, they start hearing these names. It will make some of these young kids and their parents who aren't from here to look up these guys we're talking about, and they'll realize just how good some of these guys were in high school. And that way now it can help them to see, rather than giving them fictitious comparison that they can never reach.
Doug said Kelly Oubre in high school. Jared Harris can remind me of Kelly. That's a good comp.
Kelly Oubre
in high school.
They're lint.
Yes, was long, that's a good one.
Kelly Oubre, that's not a bad one.
That's not a bad comp.
That's not. Now you can see where I'm going. That makes it more fun. So whenever you hear guys start to compare them, say, no, I ain't worried about the pro thing. Give me a high school version of a guy you saw that he's just like. That way now you can make that person start to think and bring. That way now each one can teach one to improve our culture, modify it to more reality. And that way now you get to see it. This dude was a bad dude. Then, like I said, Kelly Oubre was definitely Boobie Gibson. Who would you compare Boobie Gibson to? Boobie Gibson, his body frame was not Jared Harris' frame.
Herb's a Chris Green. Nah.
Which kid for Chris Green?
Jared
Harris? Jared Harris wasn't. Chris Green wasn't a 6'5"-ish, 6'6" stature. That's not a similar. That's not a. Chris Green was 6'3", 6'3"-ish. Daniel Ewing with who?
Daniel
Daniel
Ewing with
Ewing
who?
with
Daniel was
Jared Harris.
not like Jared Harris. No. Not Bo Gibson didn't play like that. Nah.
No. I'm talking about. He's saying no. He's saying
what other player?
Well, who you comparing Daniel Ewing to?
Yeah, who you comparing Daniel Ewing to?
Who you comparing to Daniel Ewing? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
More respect to Daniel Ewing.
Yeah.
You're giving the respect to a guy that was before them. Which player are you? Chris McDermott is nothing like Tim Moe. Tim Long person slated to play against
Well, Chris McDermott will make you play your best game. What the hell you talking about, her?
Chris McDermott in this right now, I mean, Chris McDermott, could Tim Moore have averaged 19 and 11 at the EYBL?
That's a good point.
Could Tim Moore go and pull 28 rebounds in Arkansas? Over 20 rebounds on 2 different games?
Man, I want to see the tapes, man. That man must have been getting every rebound off the rim to get 28 rebounds.
You say that length and athleticism.
No, Jared ain't nothing like Daniel Ewing, man. Oh,
Jared
my God. Kenny Gamma ain't been around a long time, so we'll give him an excuse. He ain't been around a long time. I don't know what the hell.
And guess what? It's nothing wrong. What it does is it helps some of the guys that aren't from here to go and ask more questions and to go and do a little bit. There were some bad dudes that came through the city, which is any city can say that.
Yeah.
But I mean, seriously.
What about Ivan McFarland? Did he remind you of Chris McDermott?
Ivan McFarland is a decent comparison for Chris McDermott.
Okay. That was Bobby Benjamin.
That's the range. So if a person remember, in other words, if you like Ivan McFarland and you never seen Chris McDermott, Ivan McFarland was left-handed. Chris McDermott is right-handed. They have similarities. Ivan was probably a little bit more, he probably was a little bit more aggressive.
Jimmy, somebody just sent me a text, right? They said, JVL Francis, Chris Dermott. Was JVL that productive in the 11th grade? I mean, in the 12th grade? He wasn't as productive as Chris McDermott. I didn't see that.
I'm not mad at you for throwing that out there.
That wasn't bad. Okay.
No. I'm not mad at you, but that ain't good. JVL Francis' productivity never matched or was in the area points and rebounds per game that Chris McDermott did. JVL Francis never got the luxury of being the alpha dog on his team. He never got that luxury. You know what I'm saying? So it never was like you said earlier, when people say they get ready to play against Sebastian, we got to play that dog.
That damn monster.
There was never a time when this was when people say we playing against him, them. So what's going on? I see Alfield and move in. Alfield, sad day for them Longhorns, man. Sorry about that, Alfield.
I ain't sorry, Jim. You know why I ain't sorry, Jim? You know I got receipts, Jimmy. The hell I'm gonna be sorry when I see this on the New York Times. The best money can buy. Texas Longhorns, the best team money can buy, still get their ass towed off the frame. So that's why I don't feel sorry for Alfio this morning. Look at him, Jimmy. See, you listen. You get the Houston Chronicle. I get the damn New York Times. That's on New York Times this weekend, man. Talking about them boys right there. But let's keep going. Hey, Jimmy. Go, keep going. I don't want to get on Alfio today. I'm sorry. Let's get back to our business.
Yeah, I mean, and so who would Robert Miller the third?
I don't know.
Remind you guys of a former high school player.
I ain't seen a lot of the older. I ain't see a lot of the older teams play.
First of all, it got to be a guy that's at least 6'9" or taller. Right. Who do he remind you of? You know what?
Somebody said Rashad. Hell no.
Kevin
Lewis, come on, man. In high school, Rashad had Hold up, Jimmy. Rashad had me at every damn game. Hold up, Jimmy, hold up. And had Don Nelson and all the pro scouts at every game.
Well, understand
in
something.
11th grade.
Rashad Lewis in the 12th grade was
grade.
an NBA first round was a lottery prospect. He ended up dropping in the draft, right? Because they thought the Rockets were going to had 4 picks and was going to take him one of them, and didn't go and kind of shunned everybody else. He knew he was thought he was a shoe-in for the Rockets. Mm-hmm. But is Robert Miller a lottery pick first round right now? No. So that means that discounts that comparison. Not mad at you for throwing the name out there.
Yeah, that's a good one, Kevin Lewis. Kevin Lewis just
really highly. Yeah, I mean you think really highly of Robert Miller. I'm not mad at you for that. That's all it means. It's not a. And
Rashad didn't block shots like Robert Miller now. No, he didn't block shots like Robert Miller.
He said McCoy McLemore. Boy, you went way back.
Damn, that's 100 years ago. Ain't that?
Way back. William Howes. That's a yesteryear name as well.
Damn, y'all finna start bringing up Greg Kite and all them old ass niggas. What is y'all doing, man?
William Howes. Stromile Swift.
He ain't from
Louisiana.
Yeah, you going to Louisiana, man. Come on.
You know, Stromile played in Shreveport in the 12th grade. I didn't watch none of him in high school.
Stromile was a prospect, Jim, in the 12th. He's a pro prospect,
wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was a one and done prospect.
Yeah.
So that's kind of reaching. I get it. That's kind.
I was about to say this, Jimmy, and I didn't. I let Marcus Carroll beat me to it. Alex Davis, or no, not Anthony. No, he's like to shoot. Anthony Jones.
Anthony Jones. That's a good range for him.
Yeah.
Because Anthony Jones was a guy that he would try to shoot the three every now and then.
But he'll go in and do some.
We would get mad. Get your ass back down in the paint, and you're not casing.
And he'll go.
With Alex, he was more thinner. But I like.
That's a good.
His name was Anthony Jones, wasn't it?
Which one?
Anthony, the one with
Anthony Jones. Yeah, I'm sorry, Anthony Jones. Yeah.
I like that. That's one. So now you guys can see where we're going with this, and like I said, I think whenever, and you guys can see as well as you're participating in the conversation, it feels better and it's less pressure when we throw.
I like pressure, man.
Yeah, it's mine, but understand something. You putting a pro name on these kids and ain't gonna even play in college. Then that's not good. That's not good, because then it means now the self-esteem is going down because they really think they have to live up to this. You need to just be him first. Yeah. Be this dude here we on the screen first. Then we go from there. Like I said, yes, Marcus Carroll, Robert Miller is more skilled than Alex Davis. But we're talking about Anthony Jones. That's the
Alex Davis and Anthony Jones. Yeah,
Anthony Jones
is Yates players.
Both Yates players. Anthony Jones went to what, A&M? And supposed to went to Baylor or something, went to A&M first, something like that, or vice versa, or committed to both of them at one time. He played for the Chris Walker T-Mac All-Stars, I think, back in the day.
And Jimmy, I just want to share something. You know, they mentioned, you know what? Come to think of it, I haven't seen a player.
No, man. Man, come on, King Sticks. Are you serious? He said Robert Miller plays like Gary Holmes from Sam Houston High School in the late. Man, Robert Miller is better than that guy, man.
Jim. Yeah, that's King Sticks. King Sticks, he's probably smoker sticks, drank one of your bottles. He do all that. This is midday sports outbound right now. I don't know what the hell he be saying. King Sticks be getting it.
Gary Holmes was compatible to Elijah Miller, who signed with U of H, came with the Heritage Christian back in 2003. Two big bean poles. You know that,
but Jim, I got two players. Somebody mentioned, but I have never seen another players play like these two they just mentioned. I ain't never seen another Boobie Gibson in Houston, or even close. I ain't never seen another Daniel Ewing that play like Daniel Ewing. I ain't never seen another T.J. Ford. That a player that we compare those three guys. I ain't never heard nobody come saying, man, maybe y'all have, but I ain't never seen that. I mean, I ain't never seen nobody that I can come and say those three guys as a guard that play like these guys. I just haven't. So if somebody have, but Jimmy, guess what? I told you somebody just called me and asked me the question. This is how all this started. Mr. Hatter, who's the top 5? And I said, is it prospect versus what? I mean, what you mean? And then he ain't say nothing, so I ain't answer. Yeah, shit.
He got to be willing to answer that question.
I made it.
Don't even get into the conversation if they can't answer that question, because it is a booby trap. I promise you. Don't save the time.
Jimmy, guess what though? It's a booby trap for you, because I can say it and they can hold up. They can tweet my screenshot, and guess what? I'm gonna just say, wait a minute, hey, that's just how I felt. But see, I'm not in the position y'all in. You and Doug, y'all in a whole different lane. But by the way, TSU's their basketball season tickets on sale right now. I done splashed across the screen, so you ain't no excuse.
I like that Ivan Pettit, Chris McDermott, Gary Johnson. I like that.
Oh, talking about Gary Johnson that played at on the north side, played Westfield or something like
that. 2006.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that. See, now expectations. Remember, Gary had problems. Had medical issues. I think it was back. Then later on some.
He went to Texas,
stuff.
right?
Yeah, he went to Texas.
Yeah.
And Gary Johnson was promising. He was very promising coming out of high school.
I liked him.
And I like that. It's not a bad comparison. That's a good range of a player.
Who is Josh Clark, Tim? Who is Josh Clark?
Josh Clark is the 6'11" kid that plays with Clements.
I love him.
He's an unsigned senior right now.
I love this kid, Jimmy. Jimmy, just explain something to me. Is something wrong?
Yeah. Josh Clark, does he remind you of Chicken Nose?
No, hell no. He ain't nothing like Chicken. Chicken ain't nothing like, no, Chicken wasn't better than this kid. Hell no. And I seen Chicken play 1,000,000 times.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get the comparison. Chicken.
Jimmy, some of these guys just comparing. Yeah, I ain't never seen another Tommy Mason Griffin either. You're right. I've never seen nobody like him no more either.
A lot of them that come, you got to remind them, like I say, these kids, think about it. If a kid is class of 2024, right, that means he's about 17 years old. That means he was born in 2007. That means that kid was probably 2 years old, had no recollection
who this
or
guy
no
is.
knowledge of a Tommy Mason Griffin. And so you got to realize that same class with Tommy Mason Griffin, that was the best. We use the term, no disrespect. Every show has their own vernacular or slang that goes with it, but we use the term midgets, and maybe we'll get another term, soon.
I just call them diminutive guards.
That's too many syllables for me. I'm midget. So we had that class of 2009 out of Tommy Mason Griffin class, probably 2008, I think he was 9, was the best crop of small guards that
Ray Penn. Oh my God.
It wasn't just Ray Penn. It was Tommy, Ray Penn, and Jamal Fenton.
Oh my God. I told you the story about Jamal Fenton. I brought somebody to the game, a pro player to the game with me, because I ain't gonna call the player's name out. I brought a pro player to the game, and that's all he was asking about. Who is that one? You got me watching this one, but who is that one? Jamal Fenton. He said, that dude, that's cold. That's a good one, Jim. Them three, that was. Tack Minor was a Booby Gibson. No, they didn't.
No, that's two different. They were like hot. They were like fire and ice. They were like, trust me, Mr. Barnes, Tack Minor was not. They games were totally contrasted, but they worked very well when they were blended together. Jimmy, they played on the same team one summer.
Jimmy, tell me your story of Carlos Hurt. Give me your Carlos Hurt. Tell me, because I remember, because I used to have to go to the game and watch Rashard, right? So guess what? I used to see this little youngster around here handling the ball, right? I didn't think he was that good, because he used to turn the ball over when he was young. But later on, he became one of the most feared guards ever around. That other guards, like other great guards in this city, said, man, I didn't want no parts of that dude. You tell me your Carlos Hurt story.
I mean, I got several of them because of his family. My family and his family, they knew each other growing up when Carlos was a little. Carlos, actually, his first grassroots team. It's an educational story for you guys. His first grassroots team was called the Saluki Jazz. The Saluki Jazz played at Sam Houston High School primarily. That was a summer league that played that for youth. This was around the sixth grade or so, and the coach of that team, the founders at Saluki Jazz, was Ronald Lewis, Ray Johnson, Jerome Lewis, and Wayne Johnson. So 2 Johnson boys, 2 Lewis boys. They all were first cousins, and that they founded that team. That team with Carlos Hurt also had Jace Lewis, who was the son of Ronald Lewis, the nephew of Jerome Lewis, was on that team, and TJ Ford was on that team. TJ Ford, that was his first grassroots team of organized basketball, was the Saluki Jazz team, which later became Hayes Select. That's a factual story about Carlos Hurt. So this was back whenever he was in the 6th grade. He came out in 2001. So you're talking back in the mid 90s. So that's a Carlos Hurt story. That's informative. That's a true fact for him and those.
That was fair.
So they've been playing together, for that time.
But Jamie, somebody said McDermott is Ray Turner from Jones. McDermott was better than Ray.
McDermott is better than Ray, but I can see the range.
Productive wise,
Ray Turner he didn't have the miles on his tires that Chris McDermott was afforded because of grassroots ball. He played with Chris Walker, I think. If I'm not mistaken,
Ray Turner played with us.
Franchise. That's what he played with. He didn't have the miles on his tires, and he was never a guy that was the first option until later on. But I can see that range. I can see that comparison.
It ain't bad. It ain't bad, but Chris.
That's a good range. But at the same time.
But Ray didn't do like Chris did as a senior now.
Ray Turner, Ray didn't, But at the same time, Ray Turner had played against some more bad boys. He had a better crop of opponents. And when he was in high school than Chris McDermott did.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You got the 7 dwarfs you got to play against. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And as far as compatible big guys.
Right. Ray had to go get some dudes taller than him, bigger than him. Yeah. I got you.
And
that was good.
But like I said, I like that, man. I like that combo any day of the week. That way now it helps. And it helps people that's watching will go and remember other guys. Like saying, Doug said BJ Holmes was cold. That's 2007.
Yeah.
Tim Frazier was 2000 and
I love Tim Frazier. Oh my goodness.
10, I think. Tim Frazier.
Yeah.
Something like that. And those guys, man, you understand something. There are a lot of good guards. So here's what it gets to me as we land the plane on this conversation is that when you throw some of these kids' names out here, and without giving respect or just mentally comparing them to another guy that came through,
right?
Then look at what the success and how did that other guy fare? How did his game translate over to the college ranks or whatever level he went to? Then you can say, okay, if he went here, understand times change, different eras, but still, if he went here, he got better. This is what he could be. This is and that's what these young men can be. But also let them know or go look them up. Some of these dudes, remember, these were some bad dudes. They played, they did not turn away from competition.
No,
they didn't duck nobody.
No,
they also, what some of these other guys had that none of us mentioned? Every one of these guys back in the yesteryears, They all found a way to the gym on Saturday morning or Sunday morning or whatever in the
To go
evening
hoop.
time to the YMCA
Mm-hmm.
and went and played some some pickup
Mm-hmm.
basketball.
Yeah.
They all found a way to the Fundy.
Yeah.
Or to the Third Ward Y, or to the Love Park, or to whatever. They found a way to go and get some stuff that you just can't teach in a workout.
Mm.
And that's the things. Those are the seasoning. Them pickup games. That's the seasoning on food. That's the different spices that go in your gumbo or your crawfish that you say, damn, it tastes. There's something about this, and you got to ask, what you put in this?
And Jimmy, I'm
Pickup
gonna
basket.
give them something else simple. And mamas, you can tell your kid, man, after practice, play one-on-one against somebody, especially back. Play one-on-one. These dudes don't even play one-on-one no more, Jimmy. Jimmy, I used to love, man. They don't play one-on-one.
What's their one-on-one rules nowadays? Do any of y'all know? Can y'all? I'm just curious. That way I know to ask some. I'm gonna ask some of these kids. Do they last time they played a one-on-one game?
One-on-one.
And who it was?
Make it take it, Jimmy. We make it take it.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I know. I'm curious to know what. I guarantee you, these young people don't use the same rules that you used back in the days. So I want to know what their rules are for one-on-one now. What is the most common one-on-one game of rules for these young people that they use playing?
See, they play specialized stuff now. No, I'm talking about playing on, man, we going to 24x2s or 12x1s. And you got to win by one or win by two. Man, let's go at it. And I mean, I just don't see it enough. Because, when I go to these workouts on Sunday, sometime I done been to a couple of, man, you get the, supposed to be all the red ants in the gym. Hey, man, come here, man. Come on, folks, for your mama take you home, let me send your ass home with this L. That's what we used to do. Let me send you home with this L and send you home with your mama with this L. But I don't see that, Jimmy. I ain't trying to be the old man in the room. I'm really I'm speaking into this next generation.
Wow. Hold on. Mr. McDonald, are you serious or are you just joking out there? Let us know. I mean, I don't know. I'm asking y'all for the rules of that these young people are playing one-on-one.
Man,
he says one-on-one, only 15 feet or further out, no layups.
No. Okay. Okay.
Make it take it. If you keep the ball, you score. Okay. Try for. Well, that's something to try. Now, what do they do now? That's all I'm asking you. Not what they need to try. I'm just asking. I'm just curious to know what some of these kids are made of.
Jim, hold on. Let me help these guys out. He talking about kids running their phones out to practice. Jimmy, guess what NBA players do at halftime, Jimmy?
Running their phone?
Run straight to their damn phones. Trying to see what somebody's saying about their ass. Listen to me, y'all, especially them youngsters. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, Jimmy. When he told me that, talking about kids running their phones out to practice, NBA players. Hey, man. Hey, the Rockets beat the brakes off that team that came won a game up there. Won one game. But I just want to keep on going, man. Let's get out of here. We're gonna be y'all some more tomorrow. But I like that, Jimmy. I'm glad I didn't even mean to come up with that. I'm glad you popped in because you added some more because they weren't saying nothing. There nobody said nothing but Herb and Doug. Wasn't nobody else saying nothing. But I'm glad I brought it up though.
Yeah. So that's time. We continue that stuff. Make sure you slide over to rcsports.com. We got games to see today around the area. We've got a couple of games.
Can you tell us something? Can you give us one? Are you gonna get? That's on.
Well, there's one going on right now. That's a good one. That was Cy Falls and Cy Fair. That's taking place right now. But another game that this evening, I like. What do you get? 7 o'clock. I kind of like Katy at Seven Lakes because it'll give an opportunity to see two young, talented forwards go against each other.
Talking about the big guy at Katy? You was telling me about
kid Brady Willis at Katy can get to go up against the young fella at 7 Lakes, and that would be a good matchup. They have a ninth grader that's doing really really well,
That's good.
and for 7 Lakes, as well as a 10th
Who is
grader.
the ninth grader doing good for 7 Lakes?
What's the kid name for 7 Lakes? It's the ninth grader.
When is Nas? When is Nas back yet?
Let me look in my book. What's the ninth grader's name at 7 Lakes? Isaiah Santos. That's his name.
Okay. When is Nas supposed to be back?
He's been back.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
He's back.
Okay.
He's back. And 7 Lakes is 22-2.
Damn.
Make me kind of feel good. One thing, the magazine, normally I get it off, it's so hard with team rankings. Right. I looked at the team rankings the other day, and I had Atascocita #1,
Jimmy,
7 Lakes #2,
Jimmy,
Legacy #3, Booker T. Washington #4.
Bel Air beat Good Academy, Good Vision Academy this morning.
Yeah. Beat them good. I thought
Good Vision supposed to be good.
They're supposed to be good. They went to New York and went 1-1 in the Jordan.
That's what I'm talking about. Went to the West Coast, whooped their ass, and come back here.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. How you take this now? And they feature Trent Burns, who signed with Missouri.
Oh, Good Academy got Trent Burns.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So he got a chance to go up against, and this was a good piece of tape. For remember, Bel Air's led by 3 11th graders. Bel Air next year, those guys will be seniors. They're 1 player away. And let me tell you something right now. 1 player away. So, you get this, we got to get the hell up out of here.
Come on.
LJ Andrews scored 29 points today. Sheldon Henderson had 20. Coleman Dutton had 10.
Who is Dutton?
That's the one who was hurt all year. They got the knee brace on. Now he's back. Okay. He's the difference. He's the X factor. His team has won 10 games in a row.
Okay.
Including 2 tournaments back to back for the first time in the history of Bel Air. They had never won 2 tournaments back to back in the same month. So
they must got a great coaching staff over there.
And you know what? Glover has always attracted some hungry, ambitious, consistent coaches.
Yeah.
He's always had the consistent ability to do that.
But he treat them right, though.
And many of those guys have went on and become head coaches. That's the one thing about Coach Glover. But the thing is, let me tell you something right now. Good Vision also has a young man named Noah Newman. Noah Newman played at Bel Air last year. Left the team and went to Good Vision. He's a guard, about 6 foot.
Yeah, the little white kid. I remember him. Bel Air put him on the map.
Understand? This young man got a chance to go back to us and play against his old classmates. And he's part of that class of 2025. So he's in the 11th grade right now.
Okay.
Noah Newman went back to Bel Air. And he played against his old boys.
How many have?
Today?
What? 8.
I'm glad you asked.
9. 6. The way you talking.
I'm glad you asked. Noah Newman hit 1 field goal the whole day.
Get the hell out of here.
He had 3 punts. Let me tell you something, Noah Newman. I understand that things might have got rocky to force you or motivate you to leave Bel Air. I understand that. We all make decisions, but there are consequences to it. Understand? I know life is good. You're traveling around the country with Good Vision. Y'all went to California a couple of weeks ago. You went to New York this past week. I get that. That's cool. But you're also going to make those same type of trips with your grassroots team this summer. So ain't no city that you'll be able to go to that you ain't been there already before. You've been there, done that. Now, if you want that self-satisfaction, that Bel Air team is going to be a favorite to go to state next year out of this region. Unless something happens between those 3 guys, Sheldon Henderson, LJ Andrews, and Coleman Dutton. That team, don't mention the fact they got about 3 freshmen that's going to be playing good minutes next year. That's going to be sophomores next year. Let me tell you something. You might want to consider getting on back to Bel Air. And making me
public service announcement.
I'm just saying because how's it working out recruiting wise at Good Vision?
Wait a minute. He talking about too much celebrity, boy. How's what they mean by? He said Noah Newman didn't
Well,
don't play.
he's an Instagram, he's a social media
Oh, I didn't know
influencer.
that. See, I don't even
He's
know
not
who the
the first,
kid
ain't
is.
the last. Guess what? You can grow. Understand? I'm not gonna. That ain't my issue. I'm just talking about you went.
But
You made a decision.
uh,
Guess what? Guess what? Jaquil Registi over at Episcopal High
he
School that
came
plays at
back.
Christian Aid. He left Episcopal, a good foundational of education. You
Okay,
left that school, went to New York. You know what he did and his family did? They realized, look, man, we made a mistake. We want to come
that's
on back.
good. That's
Wayne
good.
Jones say, come on back. He's doing well. It's going to work out okay for him.
Yeah.
All eggs don't hatch on the same day. Same way that he came back for his 12th grade year, you might. I'm not telling you to leave Good Vision. You don't leave unless you got a reason to. But you left, whatever reason you left Belle Isle, they got a chance to be something special. They one player short. Good Vision gonna replace whatever leave there with something compatible or greater than. No matter if you there or not, they got next man up at Good Vision.
Oh man, oh Herb, don't even say nothing like that. Would that have been possible? He said, imagine if Nigel and Sebastian were at Bel Air too. Oh my goodness.
And all those guys are good friends, great friends. Coach.
That's right, they play on summer team together.
Yeah, yeah. And
Why
so
didn't nobody hook that up?
So you know what that means? That means this is gonna be a fun summer because as I reminded so many folks, 2 to 3
Why it's gonna be
years,
fun? Tell us why it's gonna be fun.
I told this is the summer that the chickens come home to roost because I was reminded and I was forewarned that the class of 2025 was gonna be a monster out there in them grassroots scenes. This class of 2025, they all are on their last lap around the track. And when there's a plenty of talent around the state of Texas. You guys, hey man, they want to play you. More, I wish more of you guys and more of you guys would take the notion to start sleeping in your own beds. They gotta come see you. They gotta come see you.
Oh, right, that's this class you was talking about.
Yes.
People need to be coming to see us instead of us running our ass around there to see
you
us.
ain't got to.
You ain't got to. We got the dudes.
Exactly. They want to. If you didn't have the dudes, they wouldn't be trying their best to get you to come to them.
That's a good point.
They want to whoop you and sleep in their own bed.
Can we talk about that a little bit more during the week?
Yeah,
we talk about that. We'll talk about that. I ain't never think about it like that. You said years ago, this class gonna be special. And this summer of this, you said it. That's years ago. And now we got all of these USA basketball, all these badass dudes. Yes, y'all. And now, listen, it's time for us to stay at home and let Dallas and all them come to us. Now, I'll say it. You don't have to say it, Jimmy. It's that time. When Dallas never had dudes, yeah, we went up there. But now we got the dudes. Man, I ain't never think. See, I ain't never thought like that. I'm growing.
You went to them last year.
Yes.
You went to them multiple times.
Yes.
You done did all the favors. So that's how I thought our favors went. Okay, the ball game, we're gonna watch the game this Sunday at your crib. Okay, next Sunday we're gonna come over we're doing it in my game, man cave.
Right.
I thought that's how it went sometimes. Yeah. Unless you just had a boss ass house, and my house, ain't accommodating.
Right.
But you got accommodating cribs in H-Town.
Yeah. Wow. I ain't never think about that. Summer basketball people, listen. Hold up. Mamas, daddies, listen.
Y'all have the influence.
Y'all got the influence over these guys. These folks don't run your kid.
If y'all get on it's 3. Remember I told y'all, if it's 2 or more parents of the starters get in sync and form a unified front to where this is where we go, and y'all have the meetings before the meetings. then sooner or later it's going to be a third starter parent that's going to agree and say, you know what, I'm going to get on the right side of politics. So now whatever you say is probably going to go unless now some guys out there, don't get it twisted now, it's going to have influence on where you want to go. It might not work, especially if you ain't paying nothing. Some guys, they pay their own way as a program director to avoid those types of mutinies within their program. But if you communicate, coach, we want to go here. We went there last year. Why they ain't coming and bring their ass to us? They want us. They need to come to us. I done took too many days off work. I ain't got this many sick days left. You got to explain to them that the economics of that. We done played this game all these years. We've been good. We done complied. Save us some money this year. Save us some damn money so I can buy my kid a car. That's the down payment, Hallie. You gotta realize the money that some of these parents can save sleeping in their own bed can get little Johnny a car as a freshman. That can buy you, think what it can buy you, parents. Think about how many round trip tickets you can buy for your son or daughter's siblings to go see him play in college if you slept in your own bed just once or twice more than you did before. You don't have to do that. You don't have to go no job. You done already did it. You know why? You know how hard it is for scholarships now? Most of these kids are non-Division I prospects in the first place.
Absolutely.
I really think, Hannah, I leave this on this. I really think a lot of these coaches go to a lot of these events because they not for the team to play primarily, but for them to just be able to go see some other kids in between games and be fans of some of the other games. That's what I really believe. I got enough evidence to prove it. I think it's so many grown folk. You just want to go down there to hang with some of your buddies. Just want to hang out at the expense of your parents.
That. Guess what, y'all? We'll have a place for you to hang out down here. Everybody who give an event, we're gonna make sure you have a place. If you just want to have, if that's what you want to do, we'll have them come. When they come down here, we'll let them same guys. You're gonna see them same people because they're coming to see you. That's a good one, man. I ain't never think about that because I'm not it ain't my space, but it makes sense to me. I'd love to be right here watching y'all all the time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, instead of Royce John, hey Snoop, get your contingent up there.
Field trips. That's what he called it.
Yeah, bring a field trip. Get a contingent of guys up there, and y'all come on down here. We're gonna come to something.
Guess what? I don't like you saying, Hannah. It's not a problem with those field trips.
No, go out of town sometime.
The problem is when you masquerade them like you're doing it for a different cause, and then you come up with all these different excuses. But man, ain't nothing. All of the comp over here. All of we going to play somebody, and the schedule come out and your ass in court number 31. You right? with no bleachers in there, with chairs all around the wall. But you're going to play against the comp. That's the thing. That's the thing. You could sleep in your own bed. You letting your parents. Economics, man, comes into play. You guys got to be smarter with this stuff.
Somebody's sleeping in my bed. Yeah, I like that.
ain't no reason no team from Dallas should have to come to Houston 3-4 times this summer. And it damn sure ain't no reason team from Houston should be going to Dallas 3-4 times this summer.
No.
Sleep in your own bed.
Absolutely.
Ain't nobody got no problem with that. Now you're gonna come down. If you're gonna go down to a city, make them fix it where you can play, sit, play, do your turnaround.
Yeah.
Do your turnaround. You drive up at 9 in the morning. You're gonna play about 1, sit, play again at 3, get your ass back in the car, and y'all come on back home.
Guess who used to do that, Jim? Somebody reminded me who used to do that.
Franchises do it to that one time they got tricked into playing in the tournament, and the dude made the bracket play, so y'all couldn't think. Well, man, we got to.
No, that wasn't when I was there, because we always came back home.
say, man,
You mean later on when
yeah.
when Robert went to start playing for that other
It's a
team?
way to do it. It's a
Yeah.
way to do it as an event operator.
Mhm.
I can get it if you want to support somebody, but there's no reason to go to the same city 3-4 times during this summer.
Well, Jim,
There's no
let's
reason.
let's get out of here, Jimmy, and you can talk about tomorrow how Houston went up there and just steamrolled Dallas ass this weekend. I want you to come tomorrow and give it to me, because I mean I don't know nothing about it. I just heard some people. You tell me, because that's hey, hold up. They talked about when Dallas came down to the McDonald's and steamrolled us, right? So can you come and give us a steamroll story tomorrow?
Yeah. We talk about that tomorrow. We talk about a lot of teams that went out of town, but we got to get on up out of here. Make sure you share the show on your way out the door, man. Share the show. We got to get up out of here. Remember, go to rcsports.com, check out the games to see today, and it's a few of them that's left. Some of them in progress right now, but we'll be right back at it on tomorrow. Peace. Chop Shop. We up out of here.
Jimmy, Ja Morant. How Ja Morant did? And then Quinn Evers did it last night. Let's see how many people say that. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. You know, when Quinn Evers, he was in New Orleans, right? He scored the touchdown, right? He did that same thing Ja Morant did. And ain't nobody said nothing. Michelle Beadle, Lou Lemon Pepper ass wings, and who else? Chandler Parks, a terrible ass. They ain't said nothing about that. We're going to talk about that tomorrow, but we out of here, baby. Yes.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro, let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, we live.